How you doing? It's day 5 of my podcast. I've decided I'm not going to call them podcasts. I'm going to call them Pepcasts. And here I am at this is the canal. When I was a little boy, I said that I used to go to Etching Hill. Etching, I loved it. The other place I used to come was the canal. I used to love it down here. But I wasn't allowed down here. My mum said I wasn't allowed. And I'm 57 now, and she still hasn't told me I'm allowed down here. So I don't know. Don't tell her. But if you buy a canal, just be really careful. Always go with your mum and dad. Make sure you don't come by yourself, because although they look lovely, they can be really, really dangerous. Now this is the Trent and Mersey Canal. It goes from the River Trent in Derbyshire. It goes all the way up, it goes through Derbyshire, through Staffordshire, through Cheshire, all the way up to the River Mersey. It's 93.5 miles long. It was made in it was designed in 1777 by James Brindley. It contains 76 locks and it's 244 years old. How about that? So this week, Pepcast number 1, we talked about Fear Tells Lies. Then we talked about Just for Today, Attitude of Gratitude, Think Small, Dream Big. And today, the last one, we're going to talk about Celebrate You. What I mean about celebrating you is it's about taking time for you. It's about looking after yourself. And you can look after yourself in different ways. You look after yourself physically. You look after yourself spiritually. You can look after yourself emotionally. And the way you do that is by, like I've said this week, you don't surround yourself with fear. You keep yourself in the day. You always have an attitude of gratitude. You think small things. You don't let, the big things. The only things that should take a lot of your mind are your dreams. All those little niggly things, like I said yesterday, don't worry about them. And when you do all them things, when you're not spending time worrying about what people think about you, you then got time to look after yourself, to celebrate you, to look into you and to look at all the things that are wonderful about you. For example, you might be a great swimmer. You might be a great painter. You might be a great baker. Yeah, you might be a great poet who does podcasts in the rain. Who knows? But make time for you, right? And lots of people in your life will take bits from you. In this life, right? There's two people. Everybody you meet will fall into two categories, right? They're either a drain or a radiator. Remember that? A drain or a radiator. Now drains, they drain you of everything. They drain you of all your emotion, and as you know, drains are full of sewers and horrible things. Where radiators, they radiate things. They give off things. They give off positivity and love and kindness. And what you need to do is look at some of your people around you and think, hang on, she's a drain, he's a drain. Every time I speak to them, I go away feeling worse. Cut them out your life. You don't need them. But you think, every time I speak to her or him, I come away feeling fantastic. They're the people you need to keep in your life. Keep the drains out and the radiators in. And the wonderful thing I love about this as well, and the one thing about being unique, only you know what you think. There's only one you. There's only one me. Every single thought in my head has only ever been experienced by me. Nobody knows how I think. Nobody can write poetry like me. Nobody can count like me. Nobody can, because I'm me. And you're you, and you have to celebrate that. And sometimes you might not be the best footballer, or you might not be the best looking person in the world, or you might not be trendy or have the best trainers or whatever, but God made us all different, and that's why you're unique, and that's why you're wonderful, because you're you. Nobody else in this world is you, and that's just a fantastic thing. There's billions and billions of people in the world, but only one person is you. So what you need to do is look in the mirror and just say to yourself, you're okay. Do that in the morning. Go in the mirror and look straight into the mirror and say, Pep, you're okay. I like you. And I've only just done it the last few years. For many, many years, I didn't like me. I always wanted to be what I thought people wanted me to be. If I met them, I'd act funny for them. If I met them, I'd do something for them. But I didn't know who I was. Today, I like me. Today, I'm a mad old poet that takes my dog for a walk, that stands out in the rain, that makes podcasts or Pepcasts, and I like that. I really, it's took me a long time to like me. It's different from loving you. Oh, look at him, he loves himself. It's not like that. I like me. I'm okay. God did the best. He made me the best way He could, and it's my job to give everything I can to this world. And what I try and do is spread a bit of happiness with a few poems, a few stories. And I keep saying to people, all I try and do is scatter sunshine one poem at a time. So I hope you've all enjoyed this podcast this week. Sorry, Pepcasts. I hope you've all enjoyed the Pepcast. We'll be doing some more. Hopefully we might do some in the summer when it's not raining. But I've really enjoyed it. Thank you everybody for all your kind comments. Thank you people for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, if you could click the subscribe button, tell your mate about it, that'd be great. So, as always, it's been great talking to you all this week. I love you all so much, and until the next time, just be brilliant. Have a look at this view.